I will first off start this segment by saying I agree with John Harbaugh. I am proud of our fan base on Sunday Night Football because we represent in a major, major way. I think we do Sunday Night Football better than most. I do. The crowd is different. There seems to be a darkness that falls over the screen when Sunday Night Football is in Baltimore, more so than Monday Night Football. I enjoy Sunday Night Football better here than Monday Night Football.
I do too. I basically enjoy it better anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's a football day.
It just seems, you know what? That's what it is. Not Thursday, not Monday. Sunday's a football day.
NFL has owned Sunday forever.
Now, I'll say this also. Voila. That's what Odafe Oweh said when he went to L.A. Voila. How do you have no sacks in 5 games but have 7 sacks in 9 games?
I don't know what happened out there unless it's just the way the defense is structured, where he has more help, or taking attention away from him. But it's so noticeable because they've basically given up on him.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Yeah,
throw him out. You know what you said? You don't know what happened. You know what he says, don't you?
I don't know what happened.
He says he feels like he can be himself out there.
You be me.
So was he overcoached here? Did you take a guy who had he had no sacks his last year at Penn State, right? Am I right? No sacks.
No. Right.
So did you take a guy who could not get a sack his last year in college and then bring him in, overcoach him? And then Jim took him out there and said, "Hey, man, unleash him and let him run, let him eat," because that's what he looks like now. He looks good out there.
He does look good out there.
Remember they said he only had one move? Where did he get other moves from?
I don't know. Where did he get them from?
It's depressing.
Yeah.
Because you need a pass rusher. You know what pass rusher you need? The one you traded to L.A.
Yes. That's a fact, man. Because if you had somebody like this, the guy we had who was like this, I mean, what a difference. But this is pretty stark.
It is.
I got to say, it's pretty stark.
7 to 9 games, Ed.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. You've seen what Gilman has done here. Has that trade worked out for both teams?
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Because we weren't getting this out of Oweh, and Gilman he's played well. This last game, he played very well.
When you put it that way, it has worked out for both teams. But can I add a twist to it?
Sure.
If you would have gotten that Oweh here, you wouldn't have needed Gilman.
But we couldn't.
So it works out only because we couldn't get that out. Is this a coaching problem?
It might be.
Man, it might be.
Might be. Because that was a discussion for a long time, bringing guys in, teaching them, hand fight. That's what they brought, what's his name? The pass rushing specialist for exactly that reason. Smith. Yeah, tough name to remember.
Chuck Smith.
Yes.
That's tough, man.
That's a tough one.
2 syllables.
Yeah. But I'm looking at Oweh. Oweh's second in sacks on the Chargers. Damn. And that's the team that has a lot of sacks. It's not like it's, they're at the bottom of the barrel. 40 sacks. I mean, that's I
hope they re-sign him. He makes a lot of money and becomes one of the game's premier pass rushers. Because I like him. Personally, I like him. And not just to make the Ravens look bad, just because I like the kid.
Yeah.
I thought the kid was a good football player. We just couldn't get it out of him. That's a problem. That's a big problem. That's a coaching problem. I mean, this is not an organization that's really known for that either, for letting guys go and having those guys go on the greener pastures. Normally, when they let a guy go here, he doesn't really have it.
He'll have it for 1 year, maybe.
Yeah. But he doesn't go on and do what
like what Kruger did when he left. He was good, and then he kind of just fell off the page.
He wasn't, yeah. But if you remember, his last year, he was good. Here, he was good.
Yeah, he was. That's what he got paid.
So he only became more of what he was here.
Yeah.
Oweh is the opposite.
That's
Oweh is
true,
like,
yeah.
you ain't getting nothing. We literally got nothing from him in 5 games. No sack. Here is stat line for the Ravens. Game number 1. 1 tackle. 1 quarterback hit. Game number 2 against Cleveland. 1 tackle. 1 assist. 2 quarterback hits. Game number 3 against Detroit. 2 tackles. 2 quarterback hits. Game number 4 against Kansas City. He had 5 solo tackles. No quarterback hits. In game number 5 against Houston, 1 tackle, 1 assist, no quarterback hits. So he didn't have a quarterback hit in each of his last 2 games here in Baltimore. He gets traded there. A week later against Miami, he had 2 more quarterback hits, and all of a sudden he gets sacks in his, what week was that he got his first sack? His first week he got his first sack.
Yeah, it was big news.
His first game, yeah. They played 1 game there and gets a sack, and we all thought, that's 1 game. 9 games later, 8 games later, he had played 9 games and had 7 sacks. I wish you the best, Odafe Oweh. However, now that makes me wonder if that's the same problem with Mike Green. Does that make you wonder?
It's made me wonder for years, actually. And before this happened, I couldn't understand why. Because their pass rush has been so oddly poor. I mean, when the McDonald's here, they were getting a lot of sacks with different blitz packages.
Schematics.
It was all scheme. Because when I watch them rush, they seem like below average as far as winning their one-on-one battles.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's a coaching thing, because it's not all physical skill, because that's why you see guys who are, like a Doomerville, a guy who's like 5'11", that can take somebody on who's 6'6" and 320. It's about leverage. It's about technique. It's a lot of different things.
Doomerville will get his chest parallel to the ground to get under you.
Yeah.
The guy's just tremendous balance. You know what the Ravens pass rushers look like? I don't know how much of Martin you used to watch, but there's a scene in Martin when Martin is trying to get by a big guy. This guy's huge. And Martin gets up against him and pushes him like, "You're strong, bro." He can't move him.
Yeah.
That's what our pass rushers look like. Yeah. They get up against the offensive line and like, "You're strong, bro." They can't get around him. They can't get through him. It's almost comical, but pitiful at the same time. And then you got this guy who goes on, and all of a sudden, what is it? They just whisper something in his ear. Hey,
well, it's funny because, and I don't know if this was just a fluke or what, or this. I have to tell this story though. I was at camp and I was watching drill, because I always watch the pass rushing drill. I watch the linebackers and D-backs. I'm watching Oweh practice a spin move. He would execute it and end up in front of the blocker.
You told me that before.
I never tell you. That's not how it works. You got to spin your way around him, around one of his shoulders. He would spin and be face to face with the offensive player. I'm like, someone's got to correct that, because he's not doing that right. I just wonder if something like that happened with it. He just wasn't quite getting it, and they just, all of a sudden you have a breakthrough in your golf swing. Someone will tell you, just do this. Just step back a half a foot.
And then,
there you go. It's like the light goes on. I wonder if that happened to him.
Hey, Joe, you know who I'm hoping this doesn't become? A different sport. Jake Arrieta. I'm hoping this doesn't become Jake Arrieta.
Yeah.
Please, God, don't let
always defensive player of the year.
Oh, yeah. Leads the league in sacks. You know what I mean? Starts, it goes into the category one of the best pass rushers in the game. And you look back and say, well, they just didn't let him do this move.
Yeah.